Gold Rush exclusive. Slucifer roars back to life for Schnabel crew team. Parker Schnabel watches and waits as the beast Slucifer awakes from its frigid slumber on TV shows as exclusive preview for Gold Rush Season 12. And with stripping at Mud Mountain costing $50,000 a day, firing up the giant Slucifer in the airstrip couldn't come soon enough right now for Schnabel and his crew. Our clip shows a nervous Mitch Blaschke overseeing the giant plant rumble to life. Blaschke noted that the struggle is real without Brennan Rualt there to help. He said, "But you know we're ready to start doing this. We got a lot of new people here, that this is going to be their first time they've ever seen what we're actually here to do." Blaschke added, "We're just trying to wake this little girl up. I mean, it's been sitting all winter, and it's time to make some money." Parker made $14 million last year, but he chewed up a ton of ground, and he is worried about finding any new ground to work. The race is underway, and the Yukon River is where the series opened. In the September 24 premiere, Tony Beats explained how it's time to mine when the river cracks and thaws. A worried Parker Schnabel enlisted Liam Ferguson, an expert at drilling deep through overburden for gold on worked land. Last week, Schnabel said, "In this industry, as soon as you start getting desperate, people can smell it on you." Schnabel explained that the race for any viable land is an issue as the gold hunt must now dig deeper, and the war is on between the principal cast. Tony Beats, who has spent 38 years mining, said, "This ain't like any other season." His daughter Monica Beats is pregnant, and he and his wife Minnie are thrilled. He said, "You can always make more ****ing money, but you only got one family." Getting a jump on the season out at Duncan Creek and a 900 horsepower Komatsu dozer and a $1 million excavator, Rick Ness took a different approach 100 miles east of the Indian River. Last week, he said, "Out on the Indian River, Parker and Tony are battling for the last bit of good ground. I've got no crew, but I am coming out fighting." Ness is angling for at least 2,000 ounces. His buddy Chris Cruz, newly married, is by his side. Carla Ann and Carl Rosk are not part of the crew this season. The big reveal from last week is that Brennan Rualt jumped ship from Schnabel and now is working for Ness. Meanwhile, Fred Lewis is hanging tough. The veteran will not quit and said he is on a mission to get his men paid. It's a treasure hunt. Who doesn't love a treasure hunt? I will not fail again. After show, The Dirt returns on November 5 with a new look and format. Host Christo Doyle will leave the studio behind and head to the gold claims to show what life is like for the miners when the cameras aren't rolling. With the price of gold holding near record highs, the twist this season on Gold Rush is a scarcity of land. Most of the good ground is tied up. Now they have to dig deeper and go farther into the wilderness for pay. Schnabel is betting on a narrow pay streak that must be mined 50 feet below the surface, and it's costly. Beats' goal of mining 9,000 ounces at Paradise Hill also hinges on the elusive water license on the Indian River. Meanwhile, returning miner Rick Ness is -2 crew regulars and adds Rualt, and the new expensive dozer and excavator has him geeked up for a successful season. And Fred Lewis struck out in Oregon last season and now is in the Yukon and asks Parker Schnabel for his advice to make it this time out. Check out the exclusive preview ahead of Friday's episode here. Gold Rush airs Fridays at 8 p.m. on Discovery. Season 12 of Gold Rush premiered Friday, September 24, while The Dirt is back at 10 p.m. Friday, November 5. Gold Rush exclusive. Slucifer roars back to life for Schnabel crewin' the world of Gold Rush, where machines can make or break an operation. Few pieces of equipment have captured the imagination of fans like Slucifer, a beastly, customized sluicing plant that has become an icon of the show. After several seasons of silence, it's finally roaring back to life, and this time, it's under the watchful eye of Parker Schnabel and his seasoned mining crew. In an exclusive sneak peek from the upcoming season, fans are getting an inside look at the dramatic return of Slucifer, the monstrous sluicing machine that was once at the heart of the legendary Dakota Fred's mining operation. Originally built by Fred Hurt and his team, Slucifer was a testament to the ingenuity and audacity that defines Gold Rush. But after a series of mechanical breakdowns and several years in storage, the question on everyone's mind is, can Slucifer live up to its former glory? Or has the behemoth become a relic of the past for Parker? This is not just about breathing new life into an old machine. It's about stepping up his game and pushing his crew to new heights. With a new season comes new stakes, new challenges, and as the pressure mounts, Slucifer might just be the key to unlocking the gold-rich pay dirt Parker needs to break through to the next level of mining success. Here's an exclusive sneak peek at how Slucifer makes its grand return to Gold Rush and the impact it could have on Parker Schnabel's mining crew. The return of a legend in the world of Gold Rush. Every piece of equipment has its own story. But few pieces have the lore and reputation of Slucifer. Originally crafted by Dakota Fred and his crew, the sluicing plant was designed to handle massive amounts of earth and extract as much gold as possible. With its massive sluice box, reinforced frame, and custom-built features, Slucifer quickly became a character in its own right, a hulking presence on the mining scene. When Dakota Fred left Gold Rush, the machine went into storage, its fate uncertain. But Parker Schnabel, always on the lookout for ways to get ahead in the competitive gold mining game, saw the potential in resurrecting this powerful machine. With a rich gold deposit on his hands and a growing crew, he knew that Slucifer could be the game changer he needed to increase his output, and his chances at striking it rich. The exclusive clip reveals the first steps in bringing Slucifer back to life. Standing in the midst of his crew, Parker surveys the massive machine as it sits dormant, rusting in a corner of his mining yard. "It's been sitting here for too long," he says, wiping the sweat from his brow. "We need this to work, or we're in serious trouble." But getting Slucifer back into operation won't be easy. The machine is riddled with mechanical issues from years of disuse, and the crew will need to work tirelessly to restore it to its former glory. As Parker and his team inspect Slucifer, they realize the enormity of the task ahead. The belts, the sluices, and the engines will all need fine-tuning, and there's no time to waste. "We've got a tight window," Parker adds. "The gold's not going to wait for us. If we don't get this running soon, we'll miss out on a major opportunity." The team behind the resurrection, the process of bringing Slucifer back online, requires more than just Parker's leadership. He needs his most skilled mechanics, engineers, and crew members to get the job done. Enter the key players: Rick Ness, who's become a cornerstone of the crew, and the in-house mechanics who know how to bring even the most battered machines back to life. In the clip, Rick's assessment of the situation is blunt. "This thing is a monster, but it's a monster that needs some TLC. We've got parts missing, hoses cracked, and some serious engine work to do." The team faces an uphill battle, and Rick is the one who steps up as the technical mastermind to oversee the restoration process. Rick's experience with the machinery is invaluable, but it's clear that even his expertise can't guarantee success. In one particularly tense moment, Rick and the mechanics are shown in the middle of an intense repair session, scrambling to fix a crucial part that has caused a major setback. As the hours stretch on, tempers begin to flare, and Parker's patience is tested. "We need this done now," he urges, frustration creeping into his voice. While Rick works on repairs, The rest of the crew begins to strategize about how to maximize the use of Slucifer once it's operational. With the machine fixed, they will need to figure out how to position it in the gold-rich ground they've identified, ensuring that every scoop of earth processed will yield the maximum amount of gold. It's a delicate balance of logistics, timing, and precision. The challenges of reigniting the beast while the team works tirelessly on Slucifer's mechanical issues. Parker faces another challenge: the ticking clock. The gold-rich payday doesn't wait for anyone, and every day of downtime means lost potential. The exclusive sneak peek shows Parker dealing with the mounting pressure. "If we don't get this running in the next 48 hours, we're looking at a huge setback," he says, the weight of the situation heavy on his shoulders. Slucifer, after all, isn't just a machine. It's a symbol of the risk and reward that defines Gold Rush. Parker's reputation is on the line, and his ability to bring the machine back to life could make or break the entire season. While Slucifer's mechanical issues are being ironed out, Parker rallies the crew to focus on the gold they still have in the ground. It's not just about the equipment. It's about finding the gold. "And we're not stopping until we hit our target," he says, as the crew prepares for the next stage of the operation. The stakes have never been higher. If Slucifer can't be restored to full working order, it could mean a lost season for Parker and his crew. But if it works, and the gold begins to flow, the potential payout could be huge. The tension builds as Slucifer's restoration nears completion. Tensions run high, with so many moving parts and the operation